I'm gonna keep it a buck and say that politicians on both sides of the aisle, Republicans and Democrats, when do they ever do anything that matters to the American people? Like, it feels like they are mainly doing things for corporations, for their donors, and they're doing everything that they can to please them, to put new bills out and do everything that they can for them. And when it comes to the regular American people, they're not there for us. They really don't seem to be. There are a few that, you know, they are ones that are more populist, and they are ones with huge ideas, but when you're just like one or two or even three, maybe even five, and you're voting in a party that doesn't care about that kind of stuff, and they're all voting against you, well, you know, this is the reason that we get people that are fringe. And people like Bernie Sanders, they were against this new bill that gave us this new COVID bill that gave us some relief because of everything that was implemented in there. It's 5,000 plus pages, and they had 2 hours to vote on it, so they could possibly not get through these pages at all. They should have taken a week to do it, and they added this sneaky little bullshit in there where if you get caught streaming copyrighted content, or basically on YouTube as well, I don't know if TikTok applies, I have no idea, basically limiting expression essentially, it could be a felony if I'm assuming the person that copyrights you decides to go in that direction and make it a felony. That is disgusting to put in a relief bill. Like, it is disgusting. They snuck that shit in there for God knows what reason. I guess just to target the most vocal people on the internet, maybe, I don't know. But it is just ridiculous. And $600, I already told you guys, is a slap in the face to a lot of people. I mean, I've had a steady full-time job the entire time that we've had this whole thing, so I've been pretty decent. But there are a lot of people that are out of work for almost a year now, going 8 or 9 months, and they need relief. They need more than $600, and $1,200 for one payout, and then $600 maybe 8 months later, 7 months later, whatever it was, is not enough for everybody. I already talked about this in another video. Other countries have been giving out checks monthly, and of course, it's gonna rack everything up. But when they appropriate a lot of money in this bill to the wall on the border, as opposed to you know going after what really fucking matters in America, which is helping out the people that need it most, yeah, it's just disgusting. Even Keemstar, who is a staunch, I'm assuming Republican, he's more conservative and stuff, he even called this bullshit out that only like maybe 10% of the money for the bill, 900 billion I think it was, only like 120 or something was going to the American people. Everything else is going to all these different places, other countries, like all this different stuff, when this thing needs to be focused on the American people. And for them to sneak something in there for copyrighted and make it felony is just, it's awful in my opinion. It's just terrible. Of course I'm gonna say that because I'm a content creator, and I'm hoping that you guys who love freedom of speech, and maybe are aspiring content creators, are on the same page with me. Now, this is going to hit a lot of content creators very poorly, very, very poorly, that mainly focus on like using copyrighted content in their videos. If this 100% goes through and it becomes law of the land, then they are going to be in a tough spot. For me, I've rarely used, I've stopped using actually on my main channel clips from the Dragon Ball anime because of all the bullshit copyright strikes and bullshit copyright takedown notices that I've gotten in the past. And so I focus mainly on the mangas. I use art, I use gameplay, whatever I can use to make videos, to make my videos, animations, obviously get people's permission for it, and I just use that stuff because it's easier to do that than it is to roll the dice on actual footage from the anime. But when it comes to the mangas, I mean, Shueisha takes that shit down, and sometimes it's not even their manga, it's fan mangas. They target that shit too. So my main channel could be targeted by Shueisha, and that could be a felony or something. I don't know. On this channel, I'm pretty much safe because I use music that's remixed. I use music that's remixed on the same channel, on the other channel too. That's from individual creators. And on this channel, I use a lot of that stuff too, but I mainly use my own gameplay. That's why I kind of wanted to go this route for this channel, because I didn't want to be beholden to the copyright system. But this is just disgusting that they added this in there. I hope that people have their eyes open on what our politicians can do to us, so that way next time maybe you guys will take some time off to go actually vote, because it shouldn't take, you know, this election to get everybody out to vote. You should vote for every election. I mean, and I'm not being like on my high horse here where I voted for every election. I haven't, and that's something I need to get better on. I have the same excuses as everybody else, that, you know, laziness basically, and not really looking into it because it's not important to me. But a lot of people get their lives changed up by politicians, and so we should be looking into them and inquiring about what exactly they're doing. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this. This is crazy. Hit the subscribe button, the like button, help us out in the algorithm. This is going to be Sunscape signing off. Take care, guys.